When you have fabrics that unravel, you definitely want to take care of them so it doesn't look homemade. We want to do an overcast stitch along the edge. You can do it before you sew the pieces together, or sometimes even after you've done your seam, you can go ahead and overcast both edges at the same time. We're going to use the sewing advisor. The sewing advisor will be these symbols down at the lower part of your screen. Now, if you aren't familiar with the symbols just yet, go ahead and touch the sewing machine on the left side. And this will bring up definition of fabrics and sewing techniques. So for number one, this is kind of a woven medium fabric. It could be lightweight or medium weight, but I want to do an overcast. The overcast is going to pick the right stitch, set up the thread portioning or tension for us perfectly, tell us what foot to use, and make sure that this stitch is at the right length and width for this fabric. So if I was to choose a different fabric, how about a stretchy fabric, this stitch and pressure of the foot will change based on what I'm actually doing. Did you see how that one got wider and actually changed back to a regular B foot? So we'll go ahead and use this stitch. We can close this down, and you'll notice that those symbols are the same symbols across here, just without the actual definition. So what is foot J? Foot J is a foot with just a single toe on the side, but there is a pin in here. This pin we're going to line up with the edge of the fabric, and so when the needle goes off the edge, it won't pull the fabric and twist it or roll it down and make it kind of not as even. So I'm going to go ahead and put the foot on, and I'll show you how to line up the fabric to go ahead and stitch. Now, if you have a serger, I still like having a serger, but there's times where the serger might have black thread, and I really don't need black. I only need to go this far, so I'm going to just put my regular color on, and away I go. Sometimes instead of just sewing, I'll go ahead and lower the presser foot down, and then I can move the fabric side to side as needed. The idea is that when you sew, the edge of the fabric's guided right on the inside of this toe, which is where the pin is. And you'll notice as the needle gets all the way to the far right needle position, it will stitch all the way out to that side. That way, it will secure the unraveling edges any further. Now, when I go ahead and cut the thread, that will let it so it easily pulls out the back side. And if you don't, your last stitch is still on that pin, so just make sure you pull the fabric out the back. See how perfect that is? The seam lays flat, and these unraveling edges will not go any further.